Good morning, class. I am recording our lecture on film, movies, cinema. Let me just make sure I can advance the slide to do a little trick here. There we go. So our agenda for this lecture is for me to remind you, first of all, to make sure you submit any questions or concerns you have about the class via the weekly assignment of 3 things you learned and anything muddy. And feel free to put down as many muddy/confusing items as you want, and I will do my best to address them. Also, if you haven't completed the survey on the class, it's an anonymous survey, please do so. I will discuss the findings of the survey shortly back to you guys. We're going to quickly review the midterm, and I'm not going to go over questions on that. What I am going to do is show you the spread of grades and give you a sense of how you did vis-a-vis the rest of the class. If anyone has questions about any grading I did or why they got a certain mark on anything, feel free to email me. Then we will have our lecture, and after that, we'll go over what's going to be due before our next class. So again, questions or concerns, get them in there. Okay, I think you guys overall did well on the midterm. 16 of you took it. It looks as if a couple of people may not have taken the midterm. So if you're one of those folks, you better reach out to me right away. One person submitted a midterm without any answers on it. You got a 0. You better contact me right away also, because it looks as if something may have happened on Blackboard. Maximum score was a 95, average 78.75. Average was brought down quite a bit by the person who got a 0. The median score 82.5. And then you can see over on the right, 4 people 90 to 100, 7 80 to 89, etc., etc. So that should give you a sense of how you did. And again, overall, I was very pleased with the exhibition of comprehension and understanding of what we've been working on so far. So it was good. Okay, so now we are going to talk about film, which is a huge, some people say without an H, topic. And here is our agenda, so which is more or less consistent with the overall topics we have discussed for each of our mass media. We'll first talk about the medium, what is it, and we'll talk about the history and development of film, movies, and we'll cover all these areas here. Then we will talk about the business of movies, kind of where things are today. Obviously, a lot of convergence, particularly after COVID shut down movie theaters. Lots of people watching films on their televisions. And then we'll have some final thoughts about the future of film. What is it? So the phrase, the best thing I could come up with for movies is this: movies move us. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that films, movies, cinema have an outsized influence on our culture. They're looked up to behavior of actors playing parts in movies is often emulated. Movie actors are regarded as being very, very cool. We have a celebrity culture here in the US, and I would guess worldwide from everything I've seen. And celebrities, movie stars are leading celebrities. They're like the coolest celebrities for many of us, including me. I have to say I've been very influenced by things I've seen actors do in my life. So an outsized influence on what people do, what they think, etc. So I would put them on not quite different from books. Books sort of have major ideas and concepts, intellectual concepts, learning, scientific discoveries that have changed the world, have been introduced in books. So movies don't have quite that sort of impact. It's more subliminal, I think. It's more cultural. But think about it yourself. Think about how films you have seen have influenced you, what you wear, what you do, maybe what you think. Okay. I'm going to break now. I've got a few things about Marshall McLuhan on film to show you.